http://www.cosmicparadigm.com/marks_corner/ Tuesday, August 4th, 2009. Responses: Share this. The messages on this site build on each other. For their full impact, read them in sequence beginning with September 2008, archived below. They detail the situation on this planet, our place in the universe, and a positive picture for our future, if we are willing to act. I hope, by presenting them to you, that they spark your curiosity and a decision to join with others to create a new civilization on Earth. As always, I encourage you to seek your own unique truth and begin to live it. There are new announcements below. This is my 54th posting to Mark's Corner for 2009. Today, we welcome back Adrial, a celestial of this universe.
Greetings to all from those of us who observe and serve you. I return once again to respond to questions from readers of these messages. My first is quite direct. Think higher, think broader, and think deeper than you have ever thought before. The wonders of the universe lay before you. Leave behind your conventional ways of believing and of thinking. Leave behind the structures and institutions upon which you have come to depend. Think new, think revised, think with a blank sheet of paper, with a fresh canvas. Revise your thinking about what comes next. The new Earth to which you are invited is a wondrous place filled with new delights, new adventures, new ways of doing and thinking. Yes, it is a return to that which was before the darkness, but it is a return to something that none of you current residents of Earth recall, for your memories have been wiped clean. So, think expansive, embrace your wildest dreams, think light, and think love. The new Earth of tomorrow will be a wondrous space. You are each invited to be with her. Do you so choose? Begin now seeing in new ways. Begin behaving in new ways. Begin relating to others in new ways. Begin to see yourself as part of the universe. Begin to see the oneness in everything. Begin to treat everything and everyone in oneness. Experiment. Explore. Open yourself to be a child of the universe. If anyone believes that the new Earth will happen without dislocations and turmoil, they do not understand the extent of the transformation, nor of your enslavement. As wondrous as the new Earth will be, just so is the contrast with what currently exists. The dark energy has enslaved you, O Earth humans. Face this realization, and you will more readily cope with the transition time. Prepare to turn your back on that which you have come to depend. Turn your back on the electricity that is supplied at terrific cost to the Earth in terms of the coal that is gouged from her beautiful landscape and the oil that is pumped from the depths of her skin. Turn your back on the food that is grown with the devastating chemicals and transported for thousands of miles at great cost to the environment. Turn your back on the miles of concrete that smother Earth as they provide routes for you to traverse her surface. Turn your back on the false comfort of your lives as you leech from the Earth materials and energy to supply your comforts. Do not be blinded by false promises of an easy transition to the wondrous new Earth. What are you willing to leave behind that has contributed to your comforts? A new way of seeing is being called for. It is both practical and expansive. Practical in that you see the realities of whom you are and to where you need to move. Far-sighted in that you see that to which you can go. Embrace both ways of seeing, for both are required for a well-balanced point of view. Yes, all is energy. Yes, all can be transmuted to a higher level. But one individual may not do that alone, because that would abort the results of the actions of others. If all are in accord, then the intention to transmute all to a wondrous new world could easily be accomplished, and would be done instantly. But the need to allow each person to live out the results of his or her actions is part of free will. You exercise it every day with the money you spend. The consequences of these purchases are yours to live with. So it is only with the concerted effort of many that movement may happen. It is arrogant to believe that one individual acting alone can change the world. One individual can lead, but the concerted efforts of many are required for change. I will now respond to other questions that have been submitted. The axis of the Earth has been corrected to the extent that the Sun is now tracing a slightly different angle relative to what you on Earth heretofore perceived. This accounts for some of the changes in weather patterns you are experiencing. The great ships that transport beings around the universe are biological entities, in that they are grown, not manufactured as you construct an airplane. This is not to say that they are not comprised of metals, but the metals are not fabricated in the ways with which you work metals. The ships are living entities, conscious of who they are. They were asked if they wished to partake in this grand rescue of Earth and her humans. Each volunteered for a certain tour of duty. They are regularly rotated out to allow for a time of relaxation, although their time of active duty spans many of your decades. Each of these great ships was created by the combined intention of a large number of your brothers and sisters working together. When the human species was first brought to this planet, all were vegetarians. They knew how to harvest and grow sufficient food to feed their bodies. This was a very healthy lifestyle. When the dark energy descended on Earth, the idea of eating the flesh of animals was introduced as a fear tactic, for both the humans and for the animals. Up to that time neither had enemies. So the question about vegetarianism is a good one. On the new Earth all will be vegetarian, all humans and all animals. This next question is a difficult one. It deals with those people who are unable to care for themselves because of physical or mental limitations. I am not addressing here those who are aligned with the dark energy during the time of transition. One of three things will happen. If they are to be caretakers of the new Earth, they will receive young healthy bodies, as will all caretakers. If they are to go to the alternate planet, they will retain their physical handicaps and will work out their lives in that physical density. If they choose to die, because the rigors of the transition are too severe, that will happen, as it will for many others who are not healthy. All who come to Earth come with contracts. They must be allowed to play out the terms of their contracts. These messages are constrained by the experience and background of the receiver, as are all messages transmitted from off-planet and received by humans. As such, what is communicated through Mark Kimmel is constrained by his experience with the U.S. more than with other countries. This is not to say that others cannot benefit from reading these messages, but for information specific to that country, it will require someone with the